We have the French Club from the Mountain Home High School here, and they're going to be talking about their chili supper that's coming up real soon, and we'll be finding out the dates on that. And with us here is Nate Duvall, Emily Strain, Jenna Galloway, and Christy Lawrence. How you doing, guys? How are you?
Good.
Good.
Well, how about you?
Now, this is the French Club, is that right?
That's right.
So tell me something in French.
Bonjour, mon ami. Comment t'appelles-tu?
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, if I only knew what that meant. Bonjour means...
Would you like to eat some salad? How are you? Or,
How are you? How are you?
That was very impressive.
Yeah. We might just quiz them all at
I
some
know.
point.
It's all on you.
So let's talk about the chili supper. What is it for? Is it to raise funds for what?
It's to raise funds for the Quebec 2020 trip that we are going to go on.
So you guys are busy. You just had an event, the food bowls, right? Was that
Empty
was that
bowls,
for
yeah.
the same?
It was for
Same
art club.
That was for
It's
art
for a different club.
for a different club, but it was to raise money for this
Food bank.
for
Yeah.
the food bank. That's right.
Yes, sir.
But we're talking about something that you guys want to go to Quebec this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what part of Quebec do you want to go to?
It's Montreal and Quebec City.
Okay. Is that one of the biggest cities?
Yeah.
Up there?
It's very highly popular. I think it's like 3 million in Montreal.
Now, do you know that much about Canada?
Well, I used to live in Canada.
Okay.
I'm from there.
What is strange, and I went to the other end where up Washington. What's the Vancouver?
Yeah.
I went to
yeah.
Vancouver, and I had no money. I mean, I had American money, but I didn't go do an exchange. And I went
Right.
through Burger King and I asked for some iced tea, and they had no idea what I was talking about because apparently they don't have iced tea in Canada.
Not really. It was mostly, I mean, they have sweet tea, because I used to have that all the time when I was up
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
it's
guess the
not
way
like
I said it
Southern.
with my Southern accent.
Yeah, probably not. Just went
So
right
I
through.
gave them a $10 bill, and they gave me change back. I still have that change, and I really don't know if I was shortchanged or exact changed. But it was kind of an interesting experience.
Yeah.
But anyway, what is the language of Canada? You have both English
Well,
and...
it's English and then French Canadian, and that's a different, I guess, different.
It's not even French,
It's like
is it?
Great Value French.
Great Value French.
Yeah, like Great Value Doritos.
So it's short. Is it slang of French, or how does that work?
I don't know. They just use like a more classic version of French.
Old world.
Yeah.
Old
Oh,
World
okay.
French. And then
Okay.
Quebec is, they are not bilingual there, right?
French is their first language.
French is the first language. So when you go there, that's like big training for the French club, isn't it?
And these two went to Quebec last summer as well.
So
So you're scratching your head at times?
One
some of the
time,
words?
this lady came up to me in a store and like asked like how I was doing, if I needed any help, and I just looked at her and I turned around and I walked away because I didn't know what to say because I got really scared.
So I'm sure they have different accents like we do, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to live and breathe it for a while, I guess. You have to stay there for a while.
So how patient are they with you if you go in and maybe you mispronounce or don't get it quite right? Do they work with you on it?
Yeah, a lot of the times they like if you speak in French back to them, they'll either think you're from there or they'll immediately be able to tell that you're not from there, and they'll just start talking in English because they're like, okay, it's fine.
Oh, it's
But-
American.
Yeah, it's some charm.
I would think that most people there can switch between the two languages fairly easily, maybe?
Montreal, yes,
Yeah.
but when you get away from the urban areas, like in Quebec City and in the rural areas, it's not so much.
Okay.
But French is their first language that is taught in schools, and there are language laws that they have in Quebec that keeps French alive and thriving in businesses and schools.
So that it's important for them to keep their language and their heritage intact.
Right.
That's pretty,
They're very
okay.
proud.
Very interesting, very interesting. So let's talk about the chili supper. You're going to be raising money for everyone to go.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that this one event will pay for everybody's airfare and travel expenses, right?
Hopefully. That'd be, yeah, great, but
When is the chili supper?
it's February 22nd. It's on a Friday, and it's from 4 to 7 p.m.
Where will it be?
It'll be at Lemac Realty, Century 21.
Oh, okay.
Mac Realty Century 21 from 4 to 7 on the 22nd of February. How does one go about getting tickets?
Well, they can contact me at clawrence@mhbalmers.com. They can call the high school office at 870-425-1215 and ask for Mrs. Lawrence. Or you can find a French Club member or a Quebec traveler and buy a ticket from them.
Okay.
A Quebec traveler. I like how that sounds.
Now, what food is going to be sold? What are they getting? Just chili, or is there
Well, they can
more to it?
they can get chili and desserts, and one of the main desserts that we're gonna have is it's called Weger bread, and it's one of our most loved teachers at our school. She teaches math, pre-cal,
Okay.
things like that, and she's just amazing with that type of thing.
She's
and
an amazing bread maker.
Oh, yeah, you
I've
guys-
heard of
She's
you better
I've
pick that
heard
up.
of her.
She's donating dozens of loaves, and we are
Oh,
selling those
okay.
loaves for $5 a piece.
Okay,
Separate-
full loaves.
full loaves
Okay.
that she makes, and they are amazing. We have people that come just for her.
Yes.
loaves of
Okay,
bread.
all right, good.
But and the desserts, like Nate was talking about, but that you do still get a dessert with your chili. But it's brownies, cookies, things like that, and then they also get a bottle of water with that ticket.
Now, do you come and pick it up and take it home, or is there a place to eat there? Tell us about that.
You can eat there. You can take it home. We can bring it out to you.
Okay, so you have it to go
Yes. we
sacks
do.
and
Yes.
okay, all right, that's good to know.
Do you have to pre-order to get it to go, or can you just, when you get there, say, I'd like mine to go?
You can actually, you can go and get it there, but they would prefer that you pre-order it so that they have it ready when you get there.
Okay, and what's the cost per meal?
Well, usually you'd want to get the $5 meal, and that gives you the chili, it gives you dessert, and then it also comes along with the water bottle, and that's, it used to
Okay,
be.
so you get a drink too. Okay, good. What are we missing? Anything else we need to know?
Well, we want to thank Wendy's for helping us out
Okay,
with the chili. And then
they've got good chili.
Yeah, and we want to thank Century 21 Limac Realty as well.
We'd also like to thank Miss Weger.
Okay, all right.
And if you want to get extra bread, it's $5 a loaf there, and that's at the dinner. That you're
Yeah.
just okay.
Yeah. So when's your trip going to happen?
In June of 2020.
Okay, next
So
year.
next year,
Okay,
next
so
summer.
it'll give you plenty of time to save up.
Yeah.
So will you have to supplement your trip with your own money? Pretty
well,
much?
everything is included in the trip except for their lunches.
Okay,
Because usually we are given some free time to go explore different places and
Right.
choose.
Yeah.
And then also any extra things like souvenirs but everything
Things like
else is
this.
paid for.
Okay, well,
all the
that's
other
good.
meals, hotel, security,
Good.
flight tickets, everything.
how many day trip? 7 days or
It's a week.
a week-long trip? Good. You'll be totally immersed, but you guys have already been there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've lived there, so this is
Yeah.
nothing new for you.
I'm just ready to go back.
What's the excitement about going back? Tell me about that.
Well, the way I see it, when I went there, everybody was just nicer, and I understand that's a stereotype, but it was just, I have a lot of friends there, and it was easy to become friends with people because they're just understanding, it seems like, when you're there.
They're kind of a
And-
laid-back cultural group of people.
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, in types of food, I would say it's just like the United States, but the food is better in every way.
Better?
That's just my personal opinion.
And why do you think it's better? Do they take more time to prepare it?
Yeah, I
or-
feel like they just, I don't know, it's like watching Ratatouille or something like that. It just feels like there's some other natural force going
maybe
in
it's
there
the-
and
yeah.
like just
Maybe it's
taking
the
over, just making
ambiance
it.
of the whole
Mhm,
place.
exactly.
Maybe that's it.
It just sets a mood.
Now, that's good. Well, good luck on your trip. Thanks for coming in, and hope you gained some cultural experience from the whole ordeal.
Thank you.
Thanks
All
for
right.
having us.
Thank you very much. All right. And if you want to help them, you can get more information at the end of the show. We'll leave a contact number. If you missed any of the information that was on the screen, we'll give that to you at the end of the show. All right, let's take a break, and when we come back, we're going to do 3D reality with Angela Broom from the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce. We'll be right back. Stay with us.